Because Ace is back and I'm telling you so! Kick it! Hey, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and all that. We're going to do a quick Ace Frehley concert review. How was Ace? We'll get to that in a second. Like I always like to do, show off stuff from the artist that I'm blabbing about. Of course, Ace, the guitar player from Kiss. As a kid of the 70s and 80s, I loved, worshipped Kiss. Oddly enough, I only had their Kiss Alive 2 8-track and the 4 solo albums growing up. I didn't really have a lot of Kiss records. I had the Kiss Dolls, which are behind me and up out of view. I watched, Kiss Meets Family in the Park when it came out on TV. That came out in 78. I remember 79 was 3rd grade. In 3rd grade, we used to play Kiss in the playground of the school. We had just enough people that liked Kiss. 4 of us. Even though I was a little drummer at the time, I always wanted to be Ace. I thought Ace was the coolest one. So I'd be like, yeah, I'm Ace. Because if I would pick, that was my first pick, I want to be Ace. But I wasn't the coolest kid in my little clique. The coolest kid always picked Gene, which was fine with me. Because again, I wanted to be Ace. So I never seen Kiss. The first time I saw Ace Frehley live was Kiss reunion tour 1996. First time I saw Kiss was in the 80s. They were on like the Animalized tour or something like that. So obviously with Bruce Kulick. With my Ace collection, of course, like I said, the solo record. This is the best. I would be happy if he did a tour and just did this record. That would be, I would go see him in a heartbeat with that. The coolest looking makeup, I think. Each one had a poster. I had all 4 posters in my room up high. I think his was the coolest of the posters. Arguably, 95% of Kiss fans always say his is the best solo record, and then you have Paul, and then Gene. Paul's is great. Gene's hit or miss, but Gene actually is one of my favorite songs from the 4 solo records, and that's Man of a Thousand Faces. Love that song. Such a great pop hook in that. And then last but not least is Peter Criss, and Peter Criss also has other solo records and all that. But Ace there. This is my favorite era of Ace, actually, with this there's Eric Carr, late great Eric Carr. But the blue Spaceman outfit, that was kind of my favorite space. I'm a plumber. Frehley's Comet. Got Frehley's Comet Live +1. Trouble Walking, 1989 release. This goes up the price in vinyl. I don't know. Like I used to see this all the time, like for $2, $3. I think I picked it up just for a few bucks, and I think it's well worth like $35 or more. It's crazy. And then more recently, this picture disc here, Space Truckin', and some other Ace songs on there. And I do have one CD, Spaceman. But all in all, I believe Ace has like 9 solo albums, which includes Origin Part 1 and 2, which I really want to pick up. Those are like cover albums he does, other people's songs and all that. And I finally got the cassette tape of the solo record. So now I have all 4 Kiss solo albums cassettes. Why I needed all 4, I don't know. It's just for display reasons to go up there with my other Kiss stuff. So let's go to that concert. I was actually off work that day, which is great. Took off because I had to go to the dentist. Your day, when it begins sitting in a dentist chair, can only go up from there. I went to see Ace at Arlington Heights, has Frontier Days. Arlington Heights is a suburb of Chicago, maybe like half hour out, half hour away from me. And years ago they had Night Ranger, maybe about 10 years ago. And that's when I learned that they do this festival called Frontier Days. And it's free. So you got carnival food, carnival rides, dropouts doing the carnival rides that I would never trust my life with someone that's like, yeah, I put this together. Nah, thanks. I'm just going to go get some food. Carnival food, which is awesome. So I bribed my wife to come because she doesn't really like a lot of the rock music that I like by saying, hey, babe, I'll get you some nice, healthy carnival food. And we got there maybe 2 hours early. Before showtime, we were able to put our little chairs in place in front of the stage there. Even though people were like, oh, this is my blanket space, this is my chair space, I knew people were going to crowd up. It's Ace Frehley. I don't know if he's doing like his own farewell Kiss tour because Kiss is doing theirs. But I was shocked with a person who has like 9 solo albums. You'd think he'd pull almost at least 50% from his solo stuff. But let's go through the set list. Rip It Out, of course, from his solo record. Started off a little sloppy on that. Got to the mic a little late. His playing wasn't great. But sometimes first songs, if you're not really there doing a great sound check. Although his equipment was already up on stage, so they probably did a sound check. But I've talked to other friends, and they're like, yeah, Ace is a little sloppy sometimes at concert. But anyway, after that, boom, Parasite, Strutter, Rocket Ride, 3 Kiss songs in a row. Did a great job. His band is a bunch of people that I've personally never heard of. They're all great. The guy kind of moves like Paul Stanley, tries to sound a little like Paul Stanley, so it worked. It was fun. Then Rock Soldiers, which is probably one of my least favorite Ace Frehley solo songs. There's like generic anthems like We're Not Going to Take It from Twisted Sister that are fun and good. And then there's generic anthems like Rock Soldiers that just kind of, for me, fall short and are kind of bland. But the crowd really loved it, and obviously I think it was a hit for him. We used to play the video on MTV Headbangers Ball all the time. A Mountain Song, and then Good Times, Bad Times from Led Zeppelin. I believe both of those are on his Origins albums. Good Times, Bad Times, I don't really like a lot of times when people cover Led Zeppelin. I've seen Heart live, and Ann Wilson does a phenomenal job singing Plant. But I, oddly enough, really like this Ace Frehley version of Good Times, Bad Times. So that's why I want to seek out Origins. It's really good. Love Theme from Kiss. It was really cool. I used to spin at this club, spin music and stuff. And we used to have Kissmas. And we would play all Kiss music. And when we would announce prizes for people, because we had out and purchased like little Kiss action figures and stuff, we would play the Kiss love, the love theme from Kiss over the PA, and we would say, "Hey, the next winner is." So it was always, I hear that song, I just kind of laugh, and to see it, to hear it live was awesome. Obviously, it's being played from the band, so Ace can have a break for a while. He's 71 years old. He's not had the healthiest of life in his lives, but he looks healthy now-ish for 71. So he's Frehley, for crying out loud. So I think that song is thrown in there as a break. But for Kiss fans, it's kind of neat. They come back hard with Detroit Rock City, Hard Times from 1979, Dynasty. We love the Dynasty. Hard Times, 1979, Dynasty. Then Strange Ways, another great Ace song. New York Groove. This, when I was a kid playing that solo record, New York Groove probably was, I love the feel of it, the beat of it. Of course, it's a cover song. Some of you may not know it. It's by Russ Ballard, and it came out, I think, about 2 years before Ace did it. So he probably purchased that album and was like, hey, I'm going to do this on my solo record. Ace's version was great. I love Ace's version more than the original, which I just played before I started this video. But anyway, so New York Groove as a kid was just a song that I would just boom, 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 play over and over and over. So I was excited because I kind of can hear like them warming up into it. I think personally, this is kind of off subject, I think personally, I have a good knack for knowing what song is coming out. And I'm not a guitar player or singer, and I don't know keys and all that. But usually when I go see a band and I just hear like someone pluck a note or something, I'm like, oh, they're going to do that song. I just know what song is coming up before the average person in the crowd knows, because I'm usually like, yeah, and then like a few lyrics in or a few chords in and people are like, yeah, I'm like, oh, now join the party. I already knew it. So I wish, there used to be a show called Name That Tune. I guess I would do good on that. I think they brought it back too, but I remember as a kid, it was just a guy on a piano, bing, name that song, and I should have played that. I could have been, what the hell am I talking about? New York Groove. So yeah, his version was kind of sloppy that night, but it was great to hear it. Shock Me. I mean, come on, that's just the Ace song. He was shocked in Florida years ago, electrocuted. But who knows? Maybe that's why he's crazy. But probably was crazy before that. Shock Me sounded great. Leads into a guitar solo. Of course, when he was with Kiss, he could do all kinds of things with the guitar solo. This, he didn't have the big set. He does the solo, good playing, pretty good playing. And it starts smoking. And of course, the little kid in me was like, well, I'm watching Ace Frehley play a guitar solo and there's smoke coming out of guitar. It's just the best ever. It would have been better if he had his paint on, but I was like, this is great. That goes into Cold Gin and Black Diamond. Honestly, 3/4 into Black Diamond, I'm like, you know what? I can get out. There's a lot of drunks in the crowd that night. A lot of drunks, which is fine. It's a festival. Have a good time. Hopefully they're not driving home. I'm more of a realist. That's how I live my life as a realist, thinking some of these people are going to drive home. So I wanted to walk a few blocks away to get to the parking garage to get the hell out of there before the drunks hit the town. So I did hear half of Black Diamond from way back, and then he left the stage for like a minute and comes back for the encore and then plays Deuce, and I was like, yes. So again, if you're looking for Kiss songs, go see Ace right now. He's 71. I probably would not go out of my way to see him again. I mean, this was a free show, so for free, hell yeah. I'd pay like $20 to go see him again or something, but Yeah, I wouldn't go totally out of my way to see him again because obviously he's 71. I don't think he's going to get any better. I think this is kind of starting to wind down in his awesome career. His vocals sound good because of the way his singing style is. It's kind of slurry a little bit, and he doesn't, have like a high range or really low range. He's got good mid range, which is probably close to his speaking voice. He's got a great laugh. He laughed a few times between songs, which was fun. He did seem like having a good time, which is always what I'm looking for. I had a great time, so it was a good time. The merchandise, the dreadful $50 t-shirts. But I did get for $75, which is a little more than I wanted to, but I'm thinking I have other Kiss autographs. I don't have Ace, so I needed it for $75. There was a free show. Why not? So I bought this Ace autograph. It's already pre-signed. He does meet and greets. I think they're like $500. Like I said, years ago I saw Night Ranger there, and they were just hanging out. I'm like, hey, Brett Gills, can you sign this record? Sure, no charge, no meet and greet. Rock and roll is being killed by the meet and greets, I think. And for $3,000 something, you could purchase a guitar of his, which was like drawn on him. I don't know. Rock and roll is becoming for the rich, I tell you. But yeah, it's a fun show. I'm glad I went. Hope you liked the review. Thanks for watching.